Oh, hi everybody, welcome back. It's been a while since I've done an update, so I thought I'd take a quick video here to let everybody know what's been going on. And it's been a while since I've got any mail, but I did get a card in the mail this week. I appreciate that, from Gary G in Austria. Get a hold of this here. And card reams in styrene. Gary's a great guy, he's a great builder, good sense of humor, puts out a video usually on Saturday mornings. So check out his channel. Follow along, a great addition to our community. And a lot of the guys in the community out there are putting out YouTube videos telling how they got into the hobby. So I'd like to take this opportunity to share how I got started into the model building community. What I like to do is turn the camera around, I'll present a little slideshow, and I'll do my narration over it. I think that way the sound will be a little better, and I'll be able to organize things a little better, give you folks a bit of a review of where I'm coming from. And something else I'd like to do is challenge people to maybe give a short explanation of how they arrived at the name of their channel. I mean, if your name is the name of the channel, it's obvious, but if you have a different name, like Skeletal Remains, something like that, Rick, that you could put out a little explanation of how you arrived at that name. Hopefully most of you can guess how I arrived at the name of Model Car Minion. My name is Steve Minion. That's actually my name, and I like building model cars. So hang on, and I'll be right back with the story of how I got started in this. Hang on, I'll be right back. So, how I got started building models. Well, I don't think I'm like some of you that started when I was very young. I don't remember ever building models when I was a kid, although some of the older kits I see on YouTube remind me of things that I've seen. Maybe I saw them when I was a kid, but I may have tried one or two, but with the glues and the paints back then, I never really got into it. I don't remember ever building anything. So it's just recently, in the last few years, due to my neighbor Joe next door. He used to build model cars when he was younger, got out of it, got rid of them all, and then when he was older, got back into it again, doing model planes, spaceships, sci-fi, stuff like that, and now he's more into rocketry. And because of health issues, though, he hasn't been able to build anything lately, but he still buys some kits, and he buys the airplane model magazines each month, and we sit out front and discuss these things. And many times he would share with me the stories, the models he's built, the stories in the magazines. He'd show me new acquisitions he had, and finally I just thought, well, I went with him one time to the hobby store and picked up my first kit. Having never built a model car before, I thought I'd start with a snap kit. No paint, no glue required. However, I did get a few supplies to detail the interior. I was surprised at how small some of the detail pieces were, and how well they turned out. I started out building in the basement in my workshop that I use where I'm doing home maintenance. Then, after I bought a real model kit, I moved out to the garage. I acquired more supplies, and Joe gave me a few of his old paint bottles that he had lying around. Some were pretty old. This is the next kit I bought, and the first real glue and paint model kit, the AMT Switchers Model T hot rod. Put that together in the garage, and Joe was there beside me most of the time, watching what I was doing and giving me tips and advice, and doing quality control on my work. This is the kit that got me hooked, and eventually became the mascot for my channel. Then I started buying more kits, mostly having to do with memories from when I was younger. Oops, this kit's still not finished. That was during the summer of 2014. Once winter came, it got too cold to work in the garage, so I stopped building model kits. Over the winter, I started looking on YouTube and found people were building model kits and putting videos on there. One of the ones that had most influence was Chris Chapman. I watched most of his videos over the winter on how to weather and rust a 1940s, I think it was, sedan delivery truck. Then in the following summer, I set up my workshop in the garage again, and I went out and ordered a paint booth off of Amazon. And Joe's right there, keeping an eye on me. There's not much to it.
Uh-oh, putting the instructions away. Should we do that? There.
I'm not going to need my help now.
Instructions are folded away, never to be seen again.
Instructions? What instructions? We don't need no stinking instructions.
You did, actually.
It's the plastic one.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's,
no, also one.
Okay, hang on to your seat, Joe. See if I can suck you in here. Sure thing. Not very bad.
See if there's any suction issues.
Not too bad. So as you can see, I got the paint booth set up in the garage. I eventually bought a couple of airbrushes and hooked them up to an air compressor that I had. That winter we moved everything down into the basement. I set up a workshop down there, and I've been working mostly down there, winter and summer. It's permanent, and I have also a little bit of a table I put in the garage in the summer to do any aerosol spraying. And my photo booth set up down here, and this is where all the miracles take place. And my stash is beginning to grow. I've attended a few model shows, picked up a few extra kits. I even managed to enter some kits in a model car show last fall, and I came away with 2 second-place prizes. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my video on how I got into this hobby. I really enjoy this hobby, building these models and making these videos as well. I put a lot of time and effort into them, and I enjoy doing that. I appreciate all those that have helped me in the past and given encouragement and tips. And if I can give anything back to the community, just ask. And just hope you continue to follow along, enjoy these videos, and enjoy the hobby. Thanks for watching.
Playing with your toys again, Steve?
They're not toys.